bonjour to everyone. Welcome to the instant reaction after that 2-0 defeat at the Emirates after extra time, and just feels like a wasted opportunity tonight. Don't get us wrong, said in the preview, Robbie from AFTV, 1-0 Andy Carroll is a slight joke. That should have came in twice. It should have happened to Andy Carroll. Big chance after half-time, big chance in the final closing stages of the full-time whistle. But 2-0 in the end. Also, what I said is on a serious note, of the head was speaking, but it just feels like a huge opportunity missed to get through to the next round of the FA Cup, doesn't it? Because for me, Arsenal weren't at it tonight at all.
No.
That was a really, really poor Arsenal performance. And when they did finally get out of second gear, they scored a typical Arsenal goal to kill the game where Aubameyang had a tap in. But obviously, if Newcastle had took the chances, there would have been no extra time. There would have been no chance of penalty shootouts that obviously never came in the end. It would have been a 1-0 Andy Carroll, a 1-0 somebody in Newcastle. Very good second half, I thought. Fighting spirit, determination. Like I say, Arsenal didn't look up for it. Even big substitutions like Bukayo Saka, who's been unbelievable for them, didn't really pull it out of the bag. And Newcastle were the better side second half. It was really, really poor first half. So poor. Andy Carroll, best centre-back we've got. You know, flying at the back. He's our lone striker there. We're looking at him to score goals. But defensively solid, Grafton, unbelievable, up and down the pitch, working his heart out. And Hayden and the likes of them, reliable as ever. But not enough attacking threat, not enough creativity. 0 shots on target first half. Second half will come out, better side, creating more, decent possession, big chances. And like I say, Carroll will start off with that one. Carroll, what was it? I don't even know, 55, 60 minutes. Chance, forced him as Hendrick whips the ball in. Lashes it in really a bit more hope than anything. Carroll left foot wide from 5-6 yards out, and that was the golden chance won it. You think, but then there's even more of a golden chance. Massive chance, better chance, because even if he scores, then it gives Arsenal the impetus to fly and put everything in against us with half an hour to go. Carroll could have won it, should have won it for us in the 88th minute, whatever it was. Few minutes to go, forced him. Leno makes a good save, but from there, again, from that range, he's got to score. Big chances missed on the night for Newcastle. Big chance missed to get through to the next round of the FA Cup. And it's painful now for Newcastle because now all it is a relegation fight. 8 points clear at the minute. Big game against Sheffield United on Tuesday. Or a mid-table battle. It's just not much hope for Newcastle fans now, is there?
There's not, no. Like, especially after last year, like we had that cup run, got right through to the quarterfinals last season, where we had a tough game against Man City, but again, it was another case where we didn't take the game to them. We just let them dominate, really. But it was our first time getting past the fourth round in 15 years or something like that. And like this year, I know last year we took our time with it. Like it wasn't there. We got a very generous draw like every game in the competition last year. Like I said, it wasn't easy. We made it look harder than it should have been, but still we got through to the quarterfinals. This year, third round, first game, Arsenal. Brilliant. It's not really who you want. Like
the holders.
The holders. We've got a bad record against them, especially away. But there was an opportunity there. Like that's not like the Wenger Arsenal. It's not like the '98 Arsenal that beat in the cup final. Far from it.
Nah.
A lot of rotation today as well. It wasn't even the best starting 11. But I like that first half. Let's just fucking draw a line under that because that was one of the worst first halves I've ever seen in my life from both teams. Like Arsenal were every bit of shit is way worse. So let's just fucking move on from that one. But that second half, especially towards the end, it was very entertaining. Massive difference to the first half. But Arsenal just kept giving the ball away in the middle of the park. Like they were giving us opportunities. Like we should have had more than just Carroll's 2 chances, but we didn't really. We had a few players like Almiron wank in the first half. Second half, fucking unbelievable. Giving it absolutely everything, showing great pace, great determination. I even thought Jeff Hendrick had a pretty good game. Joe Linton could have got involved more in the second half, but Carroll's obviously the headliner. He's the guy in the thumbnail for obvious reasons. Finally got his first goal in 10 years the other day. We thought that might have been the turning point. Like we know, like since he's been here in the past 18 months, he's been missing sitters. The Andy Carroll, the former Newcastle Andy Carroll of 10 years ago, would have been scoring for fun.
10 years ago since we last won at the Emirates as well, 1-0 Andy Carroll.
Yeah. So after that goal against, who was it the other day?
Leicester,
the goal against Leicester the other day. Thought that might have been the turning point. Like, he was everywhere today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's probably the man of the match because he was everywhere. Despite being a lone striker, he was probably our fucking best centre-back. He was absolutely everywhere the day. Like, he was unbelievable on the back line, heading away everything, getting involved up front. Chances, but it's just that clinical instinct again. Like, should we've seen Galen sooner? He came on at half-time and extra time. Didn't really seem at all, apart from a potential penalty claim, but it was too little too late anyway. Had that gone in, we would have lost 2-1, so it doesn't really matter.
So like you say, though, like Newcastle there, we should have had more than just the 2 chances for Andy Carroll.
Yeah.
That's got to be the case because we were too negative then. I mean, look at Jacob Murphy, a couple of great balls in the box later on. One for Dwight Gale, where we thought it was going to be a penalty when Cedric went down injured. So for me, I think the starting lineup, we had Hayden as a centre-back, it was brilliant, but we played 5 and it worked in terms of like Arsenal making it hard to break down. Yeah. And we were joked about, I think Brucey thought it was a fucking Premier League game at first. He thought the 90 minutes had gone, he thought, right, why is everyone still hanging around? We're not getting back in the change room, lads, not getting back on the bus or not.
Oh yeah, that's just, it'll be here in 5. Like,
because he thought it was the FA Cup the following Monday. He thought it was a good point on the road. Played for the clean sheet. Played for the penalty shootout.
Even a replay, to be fair. That's pretty much what he played for last year against Rochdale. Away to Rochdale last year, we played for a fucking replay.
I spoke to Oxford. We played for a replay. I thought he was getting the replay the night, Brucey. Jesus Christ.
No, not good enough. Again, it's
I think how poor that Arsenal team was, should have exploited them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, they were just giving with the ball. It's like they were letting we have it
in the league in a week's time on Monday night. Back at the Emirates,
it's different. Yeah,
I think Arsenal will start better than learn from it, and we'll see the second goal of Aubameyang tap, and we'll see more of that.
I'd say that was a bit of a rotated team and all. Like they've been in good form in the Premier League lately. They've had a shocking season, but particularly the last 3-4 games, they've been pretty much back to their best. They've been given the chances to the youngsters. Smith Rowe, fantastic player.
Obviously.
Thankfully Martinelli got injured in the warm-up because he's a really good player. Saka came on off the bench. Like, Willian was wank. Pepe was wank. If they play with Martinelli or Aubameyang, Lacazette up front, Smith Rowe, Saka, different story.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, if we play, like, if we don't take chances, like, I know we'll have Callum Wilson. Hopefully we might have Ryan Fraser back by then. Like, it could be a different story on our part as well, but how much difference will it really make? Or we'll just sit off and let them attack with it again.
Create enough chances.
Yeah, we'll not have the chances. We'll let them dominate possession and chances, and sooner or later some will break through. Like, our defense has been pretty, and goalkeeper, to be fair, defense and goalkeeper, that's what's been saving us this season. Darlow's been great. I thought Dubravka was good today when he came back. Now he could have done with either of them chances, really. And Clark was solid for 90 minutes. Unbelievable defensively, but I think fatigue's in for everyone. Shocking in that in extra time, particularly for that. Was it the second goal? Give the ball away.
Yeah, Clark, that ball away.
So poor. From
he was knackered though. One he should have been took off earlier. To be fair, Captain Clark, he was knackered at the end. Smith Rowe inevitably broke the deadlock after receiving a red card, but then being rescinded thanks to VAR. I mean, was it a red for you, or was it the right decision that VAR turned it back to yellow?
I think it's a tough one. It's a bit of a 50-50 one where you can probably see both sides of the argument. One being, it was a bit of a high foot. There was connection with Sean Longstaff's shin. Like, it was dangerous. It was a little bit reckless, but it was completely accidental. I think it was similar to that the Josh De Silva one for Brentford against Tottenham the other day. Like, he didn't mean it. It was completely accidental. So it's harsh on him. Like, he's not a kind of player. He looked like he was fucking crying before VAR rescinded it. Like, I felt a little bit for him. He didn't mean it at all. But I've seen them given. It was dangerous. So yeah, like, the ref was probably right to give the initial red card. But seeing the replay back, it's 50-50. It's one of them, really. But at the end of the day, would it really have made that much difference? It could have been, like, because it was 0-0 at that time. If they went down to, it was just before full time and all, wasn't it?
And he scored he scored the opener, and it was a great build-up. We mentioned Clark's mistake, and Clark, almost gave a penalty away as well. Like, stuck out a heel. but Aubameyang went over, and thankfully didn't go to VAR because again we've seen them given. So it was a sticky one for Newcastle, but the awful situation we find ourselves in now is obviously out of both cups.
Yeah.
Nothing to play for but a relegation fight as usual. 8 points clear of the relegation zone at the minute, but a big trip to Bramall Lane in just about 72 hours' time, really Tuesday afternoon. We take on Sheffield United, who are looking for their first win of the season. So against a knackered side now, a team that's played 2 hours a night. Andy Carroll played about 9,500 minutes of football after not playing. He got dumb at there. Lascelles was taken off at half time.
Hayden was injured.
Hayden was injured. And an ugly stat here is 1 goal in 8 hours of football for Newcastle United.
Bad crack.
Work to do in the transfer window as well. But we'll talk about Sheffield United in a preview to come.
Yeah, maybe this could be a good thing. Like, I know we'll want trophies. Of course, we want at least a cup run. Not necessarily just winning the trophy, just a good cup run, getting through to a semi-final, which we've fallen short of in both the Carabao and the FA in the last 12 months. But now, like, we maybe can't focus on the league. We can try and aim for higher. Now we've been a bit shit lately. Like, I don't think we're at any real threat of getting relegated. But hopefully now, like, focus is off. Like last year, we had the FA Cup running all the way through to post-lockdown, right towards the end of the season. So hopefully now we can just focus on the league, try and push up to as high as possible, better where we got last season, and hopefully just play some fucking better football. Hopefully a bit less fatigue in the squad, fewer injuries. So yeah, hopefully we can finish the second part of the Premier League strong, try and climb up 10th at best, I reckon. Like, I don't really think we'll get much better than that, but if we can improve on 14th last season, maybe it's a good thing. Hope to just focus on not getting relegated, getting sucked into that battle, because it's a real possibility depending on how the transfers pan out at the end of this, in the next few weeks.
Tierney, from an Arsenal fan there, he was their best player by far today, I thought. Andrew Grange, thanks very much for your £5 contribution there. Feels like our season's over now.
Yeah.
Finished 15th on the table, boring as hell. God, he's just summed up the match review perfect, to be fair.
Yeah.
15th, it'll be a good season for Newcastle in terms of Ashley and Bruce. Survival, probably about
as I'm saying, though, hopefully now,
15th.
like, we haven't got that focus, so hopefully we can just try and push on, like, just
Wilson
better.
Wilson obviously rested for Tuesday, not even in the match day squad tonight against Arsenal. And obviously St. Maximin just waiting to come back into training now that he's arrived back in the country. I don't know. I thought first half was awful. Second half was good, but
yeah, I thought we were good in the second half. Should have won it.
I guess 2-0, but that was in 90 minutes, to be honest with you. Not extra time. I didn't even think we'd get that far. But in the end, I think we should have won it. Andy Carroll blew it. Newcastle blew it. Newcastle crash out of the FA Cup. Keep your comments coming. Let us know below what you thought of tonight's game. Stay tuned. Player ratings and maybe fan cams to come. Subscribe to the Magpie Channel TV and enjoy yourself.